guys, welcome back to my YouTube video. Happy New Year 2020. Well, it's been months since the last time I posted a new video. I was really busy. I just moved to a new city, which is Leipzig. Now I'm studying in the University of Leipzig. When I got into the university, I suddenly had a lot of tasks. I need to adapt with the new situation as well, that's why it's kind of hard for me to make vlogs or like making videos for you guys. But now it's the first day of 2020, and then my new resolution for this year is that I want to be active here on YouTube. I wanted to make a lot of informative videos for you guys who want to study in Germany. And then I just finished doing my presentation because in 5 days I have my presentation, so I just finished doing it. Well, the first day in 2020 I'm spending it with doing my presentation. Well, welcome to Germany. That's what you're gonna do if you want to study in Germany. So in today's video, I'm gonna talk about 10 things that I wish I knew before I did my AUFNAHMEPRÜFUNG. Or let's just say entrance exam. Well, but most of you guys know it as AUFNAHMEPRÜFUNG, or people would say ANP. And yeah, without any further ado, let's get started. So you guys must be here right now in Germany. You're now here in this beautiful country. You guys started to get your phone and then like update your Instagram. I'm in Germany right now. Upload your Snapgram, posting everything.
Oh, I want to try Jägermeister. Oh, I want to go to the supermarket and buy beers and then buy a drink, any kind of drink.
Oh, hold on there. Stop right there. You still have one thing that you need to worry about. That's your AUFNAHMEPRÜFUNG. I know, I think I'm doing it right on time because yeah, like AUFNAHMEPRÜFUNG is starting in a few days. I'm sure most of you guys really need a lot of tips about it. Me, as someone who already been through AUFNAHMEPRÜFUNG's phase and also the Studienkolleg time, and now I'm here in the university, I really want to tell you guys these 10 things that I wish I knew before I did my AUFNAHMEPRÜFUNG. Now, have a seat, just put your Jägermeister away from you. Put your alcohol away from you. You need to focus on your AUFNAHMEPRÜFUNG, okay? Wait, before you watch this video, do not forget to like this video now. Yeah, like it first and then subscribe to my channel because my 2020 New Year resolution is to be more active on YouTube. So I'm gonna upload a lot of more informative videos for you guys. So just subscribe on my YouTube channel and comment down below if you guys have any other questions. And yeah, the first thing that I wish I knew is that you have to focus on your grammar first. For example, test, it's like the looking test. It's really important for you guys to focus on that one. Most of the AUFNAHMEPRÜFUNG, they have the chat test. You guys have to think really quite fast and like, okay, what's the answer next? And then you just don't want to mess it up. You guys want to think like, okay, I wish it's gonna be a good answer, the one that makes sense. That's why you guys need to practice, and practice. I have these 2 books that I want you guys to buy. I'm gonna put the links down below for you to know what books I'm talking about right now because it's really helpful. It's gonna help you to do all the tests, and then it's really great for grammatic. Stay away from everything that doesn't help you to study. Just focus on test and grammatic, because if you're not studying, this grammatic chat test is gonna haunt you forever. You're gonna go out from the room and you're gonna be like, oh shit, I wish I listened to Naya not to drink Jägermeister and just like study, because I heard a lot of people telling me that. So learn from their mistakes. The second tip is, if you can't answer a question, just skip. Just skip to the next part. Just skip to the next question. Just don't put yourself on this question for such a long time. You got a certain time to finish some questions. And then you just don't want to like read this question for more than 5 minutes and you're like, I still don't know the answer. And then when you realize your time is almost done and you're like, oh, no. If you don't know the answer of a certain questions, just keep on going next. And then you can just like focus on the questions that you can't answer at the last time. So it saves you a lot of time, okay? Okay. The third tip for me is that when you're doing the hearing part or like the listening part, then my small tips for you is to close your eyes, because it helps me so much just to focus on what is the teacher is trying to say. The teacher is just gonna say most of like the sentences just once, so you just want to make sure that you heard everything really good. So my small tips for you guys is just to close your eyes and just listen to what the teacher say. The fourth tip that I wish I knew is that do your schreiben part first. Well, that's what I always do, and that saves me a lot of time. That saved me a lot of time, and I'm really glad that I did that. So whenever I got like the answer paper and the questions list, I went straight to like the schreiben part, and then I'm doing all the essay first because usually essay takes a lot of time. So I finish my essay first, and when I'm done, I'm just gonna look at the time. Oh, I still have 45 minutes, and then in this 45 minutes, you're gonna finish your grammatik, you're gonna finish your lesson, and that will save you a lot of times. But that's just a small tips for me. That's what works for me. I don't know if it doesn't work for you, then don't do it, okay? The fifth tip is please study a day before, not an hour before the test. It's just gonna ruin everything that you already remember, that you already studied. It's better if you just like relax an hour before than just like, oh god, what is the preteritum for ich gehe? You might end up saying the preteritum is ich bin gegangen when actually it's ich ging, but that's why it's better if you study a day before. So like prepare yourself days before the test, not an hour before the test. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Okay? The next thing is pay attention to all the student colleagues you have applied. Some of them want you to pay. So for example, last time I did a test in Halle and they need like around 30 euros or 50, I think, I forgot. Yeah, but they need money, and then make sure you have your money with you, just not like going there with your phone, with your like, hey guys, please pray for me, I'm gonna do my test. No, bring your money guys, they're gonna need your money. The next tips that I also wish that I already knew before I did it is just don't be so stressful about it. Do not be so stressful about the exam. Especially if you apply to a lot of your student colleagues. I'm sure, if you study a lot, if you put a lot of effort into it, I'm sure you're gonna get accepted in one of the student colleges you have applied to. But if you're not doing anything, you're just drinking beers, you're just drinking alcohol, well, okay, you can worry about it. But like what I told you, once you finish the exam, you know you did your best, you already studied since a long time ago, and I'm sure you're gonna get through it. You're gonna get it, guys. Please note that, because that one is really important. The next one is also so important. Well, I can say all the things that I told you are important. Look, where are you right now? Germany. And what language do the people speak in this country? German. Now I want you guys just force yourself to speak in German. Just like hey na, wie geht's dir? Wie heißt du? Oder was willst du denn später studieren? Welche Kurs hast du dich dann beworben? Just talk. Those people who is in the same situation like you right now, they also need friends. They also need people to speak in German with. So just come to them. Just don't care about what they're gonna think, because that's what we all did. Me and my friends, we just came to random people who's also waiting in front of the Studienkolleg. Well, we know she or he is gonna do the test as well because we're waiting in the line. So it's just like, hey, na, woher kommst du? Seit wann bist du denn hier in Deutschland? Just talk in German. Like later on, your brain is gonna start thinking in German, and it's such a nice, beautiful thing that you can have. Because last time I learned from a mistake, I always talk in English and I regretted it so much. But now ever since I moved here to Leipzig, 9 out of 10 of my friends, they all speak German. So now I'm really used to speaking German. Now my English is becoming more worse, like really worse. But again, I'm really glad because I'm studying in Germany, so the language that I should speak is German. But like what I told you, just speak in German, okay? For yourself. They don't really care about your grammatik. Just say some stuff, they're gonna understand you. And by the time you're gonna get becoming more master in your grammatik, so just go for it. Sag mal was auf Deutsch, okay? Nur auf Deutsch. The next tips, plan your trip a day before your exam. Please, I beg you. I'm gonna tell you a story. I don't want you guys to have the same experience like I did. I want you guys to learn from my experience. So I had an entrance exam in Halle, but then by the time I was still in Kuthen a day before, and then my parents were like, oh, you should go to Halle as soon as possible, just buy the tickets, like just go there tonight. And I told them like,
No, it just takes me 30 minutes to go to Hala. I mean, I can still go there tomorrow, like 3 hours before the test.
and then I look up and like check like the connections.
Oh, like the train is gonna leave like 3 hours before the test. I'm gonna take this one because it's just like not that far.
Well, the next day, the Deutsche Bahn cancelled their train. It happens a lot, guys. Please take a note. Please take a note. And you just don't want to be like in this fucked up situation where you just look at the information screen and it's written there, your train was supposed to come now, but it's gonna come in 2 hours. You don't want that to happen, right? You don't want to be in that position, right? So, no. And after that, I took like a taxi from my city to Halle, and it cost me 50 euros. And I know, you will be saying like,
Oh, you're so stupid.
but look, you might be in my situation as well if I don't tell you this. The last tip, the one that is like the most important tip of your train journey going from a city to another city is to buy a debit card. Let's say you're in Berlin right now and your next exam is in Hamburg. If you want to save some money, you can like travel with the bus, but it's gonna take you a lot of time. It's better if you just go with the train first. You can rest when you got there and then it's more comfortable. But again, if you just want to save some money, you can also go with the bus. And if you want to go with the train, for example, from Leipzig to Hamburg, if you go with the bus, it's gonna take you a super long time. But if you're going with the train, it's just gonna take you 3 hours. And if you travel a lot with the train, I prefer you guys to buy debit card. They have like debit card 25, 50, and 100. So for example, let's say debit card 50. So whenever you buy a train ticket, you will always get 50% off. And that's really nice, especially when you travel a lot. Because when you're gonna take this exam, you're gonna travel a lot to Leipzig, Berlin, Hamburg, Frankfurt. Stop with the fireworks! I'm filming you my YouTube videos, oh god. Okay, but it's really such a good thing if you go with the train. And debit card is gonna save you some money as well because it's 50% off. But the thing is, they also have the same thing with the bus. There is these 5 coupons for the bus, so it costs 100 euro. But this with 100 euro, you will get like 5 tickets. It's really useful if you go to a really far city with the bus because usually it's gonna cost you 30 euros. And then if you have these discounts, then you can just have 20 euros instead of 35 or 40 euros with the bus. But still, just buy coupons. There are a lot of coupons for you guys. So those are the things that I wish I knew before I did my AUFNAHMEPRÜFUNG. Just follow what I told you. I hope you guys are gonna like pass it. I'm sure you guys are gonna pass it. Study hard because your parents, your family is at home praying for you and hoping that you will pass your exam. Just don't disappoint them. You know, you're here like really far away from your home country. I know we're in the same situation. I'm from Indonesia and then it's like 17-20 hours flight to my home and I really know how it feels. I just want to tell you guys the stuff that I wish people told me before. And yeah, just good luck on your exam. Comments if you guys have any questions. I'd love to help. So see you on my next video. Now choose!